middle of last week we had 35 Celsius. This week, temperatures will be down considerably. A maximum high expected this week of around 25 Celsius. And guess what? We've had it already on Monday. In fact, the rest of the week looks pretty changeable. Some spells of heavy rain moving in. It'll be quite breezy, if not windy at times, and it will feel noticeably fresher. The first culprit, an area of low pressure moving in as we speak, will gradually drift its way steadily north and east across Scotland through the early morning. In fact, it could bring some pretty heavy rain through the central belt during the early morning rush hour. Behind, some sharp, heavy thundery downpours into Northern Ireland, and maybe a plume of thundery downpours into the southeast. It'll be quite humid, I suspect, here through the course of Tuesday. 22 degrees the high, but already something a little bit fresher, 11 to 17 degrees likely further north. As we move out of Tuesday into Wednesday, we see a rash of showers, plenty of water to keep the gardeners and growers happy, or breathe a sigh of relief at least, as we see rain pushing across England, Wales and into Northern Ireland. It stays predominantly dry during the night-time period into the far north of Scotland. So we start off on Wednesday then, again with a pretty unsettled picture as low pressure sits close to the UK and the North Sea, and it will continue to push this rain across England and Wales in particular. That's where the heaviest of the rain is likely to be, maybe fringing Northern Ireland. Scotland's seeing the best of the dry weather, but the wind's starting to swing round to a northeasterly. Fresher here, 12, 13 degrees on that east coast, highest values of 20 in the southeast corner. As we move through Wednesday towards Thursday, the low pressure sits in the North Sea, still influencing the story, and this weather front is going to be with us for quite some time. Again, the wind direction noticeable, making it feel quite cooler coming from the north. We'll see a band of cloud and rain through Scotland and Northern Ireland. To the south, some showers, some sunshine, highs of 21 degrees, but that weather front sinks its way south again, and the wind direction changes subtly, but that could play its part during the day on Friday. As the rain continues to drift its way steadily south, we could see temperatures starting to climb in sheltered areas of Scotland, known as the Fern effect. If you want more details of that, you can find it on our website, but we could see 19 here and maybe 19 in the southeast corner. But that front finally clears away Friday into Saturday. We see more of a northwesterly flow, a brief ridge for a time before the next area of low pressure pushes in. So you can get the general theme, the pattern, I'm afraid, for the rest of this week. Not a bad day potentially on Saturday before more wet weather moves in from the west. So what is happening? Well, the jet stream has taken quite a kink, quite a dive to the south of the UK, and that's allowing a more of a northerly flow, cooler, fresher feel across the UK. And it's also allowing for these low pressures to move in from the Atlantic. As we move towards the weekend, it evens out a little. We'll see the lows up into the north and maybe a return to something a little bit warmer, a little bit drier into the south. But for the longer term period, it does look likely to stay pretty changeable for the early half of July, with some rain at times and temperatures about average for where they should be for this time of year. More from me, same time tomorrow.